Oh, I don't think I'm in. What's up, guys? So I'm pretty sure I'm streaming now, but yeah. So I'm just gonna wait for people to get up into the chats, and then we'll see how it goes. So I know I started a lot earlier than I was anticipating. I hear a little buzzing sound on my end, so if you guys can tell me if you hear the same exact buzzing sound, let me know, because it is getting on my nerves a little bit. And I think I know the reason why. It's because I have the headphones plugged in, and then I have, it's kind of plugged in by a little splitter. So yeah, just wanted to try to test out my new setup with my microphone that I just got in the mail. And guys, just let me know if you can, if you can hear me pretty well or not, and then I would really appreciate it. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna try to adjust the sound if I can. See if there's anything that's just being annoying in general. So I'll try to do as little moving as I possibly can as well, because it looks like everything is good so far. As it seems, I have two people in the room. Four people now. Hey, how's it going, everyone? So yeah, let me know again if you are here. Just please let me know that you're here in the room by saying what's up, or giving me like a little emoji, like smiley face, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I just appreciate you guys showing up. I know it's a lot earlier than I anticipated, but some things came up and I had to push it forward. So I'm going to try to get it done. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up in the chats. So hop on the chats and give me a thumbs up. I'm going to wait for a few people to go ahead and get in here. I see that I have 5 people in the room at the moment, and I have 5 likes. Michael Aguilar, hello. Hey, what's up, man? I appreciate you for stopping by. Can you guys hear me? How's everything, in terms of the sound? Do you hear a buzzing sound? Let me know. So, yeah, I would just appreciate it. If not, cool. If you do, again, put it in the chats. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If not, again, I'm trying to tweak this, and, let me know. Let me know, guys. So if you hear a buzzing sound, again, I'm going to try to adjust it if I possibly can. Yeah, I just want to make sure everything's good. I'm sure you might be picking up a lot of background noise. I am moving around a lot, and what I'm realizing is that this microphone is very sensitive, so it picks up a lot of background noise, which I'm not sure if I like yet. So I'm going to try to adjust here on the knobs and see how well it works. So how is that? I'm going to try to move. Oh yeah, you can still hear it. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, guys, so I appreciate you guys showing up today. And so obviously, as you guys know, I basically am, testing out this, this Rode microphone that I just bought. And, I was thinking about, obviously the title is American Express. Am I done with Chase and my next moves? So I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit. Today's going to be a quick live stream, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit on basically what my next moves are going to be. And I'm curious as to where you guys are, and I'm also curious as to what are your next moves as well. So, if you would like to just participate in the chats, let me know where you guys are. It can be anything, credit cards, anything. Are you trying to get a secured credit card? Are you just trying to get your credit score up? Are you looking for higher sign up bonuses? And also, like, are you trying to travel anywhere? What's your next destination? Whatever it is, guys, throw it in the chats, and I appreciate you guys a lot. So thank you guys. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, and again, I'm hearing a buzzing sound, and I'm not sure if you guys are hearing it. So yeah, just let me know, guys. So okay, so where do I start? So obviously, if you guys have seen my channel, or if you watch any of the other live streams with myself alone, or if you've been in here with when I've had Tech on the show, then you guys know I'm at 424 right now. If you don't know what 524, if you don't know what 424 means, it's part of the 524 rule with Chase. And basically, I didn't have any. I wasn't anticipating on basically applying for any new cards for the rest of the year. So what I ended up doing was just go ahead and I decided to just give myself a break. But I have seen a couple of offers that might push me towards signing up for new cards. And the reason for that is because the deadlines for some of these cards in order to get this certain bonus is November, like mid-November. So if I'm already over, I'm over it, like the whole 524 thing, having to deal with Chase and anything like that. Like, I'm ready to move on. Let's just say that, okay? And so basically, I'm looking at American Express cards, and more specifically, I'm looking at the Schwab Investor card. And the only reason why I'm looking at that card is because basically, instead of just getting, I'd rather, if I'm not going to do any spending in those high bonus categories, I'd rather get money automatically deposited into my brokerage account that I have with Charles Schwab. And basically, this card is a 1.5% cashback credit card. And they obviously are with American Express. If you don't know, most people usually like to glorify the Schwab Platinum, but I think this is a solid card. And so in order for me to get that card, I have to be okay with taking up a 524 slot, right? And typically I wouldn't do this for any card, but I think it's a solid card in my opinion, just because that 1.5% cash back on all whatever I spend on it is going to get deposited straight into my brokerage account with Charles Schwab. So again, I think this is one of the awesome things. And one second, I'm looking up this card for you guys. Well, I'll just talk about it a little bit. So the bonus for the card is a $200 cashback bonus, right? Now, what I like about this card is that it allows you to, obviously get into investing, right? Now, me personally, I don't need the bonus. I don't need the extra cashback or whatever to start investing, because I'm comfortable with putting my own money into my brokerage account and start into other investments. I have an IRA set up with Charles Schwab now. I do have one through my personal bank as well. So but I'm considering moving everything over to Schwab, just because they just went to, they're not going to be charging any more fees in terms of their services. So that is a solid benefit right there with Charles Schwab, especially just being a member of their bank. So yeah, but Anyways, guys, if you're in the room, say what's up. David, Amex King, what's up, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by. I know it's a little early. Uh, if you wouldn't mind sharing it out to the group, I'd appreciate it. I know I started early today. I prefaced it before the I prefaced it before, everything. I had to start a little early because I had some things come up, and it was supposed to be at 4:40, but now I had to just jump it up at least an hour, just because I have to go look for cakes. I have a birthday coming up, so I have to go look at cakes. So that's the whole reason to me pushing up my live stream. But anyways, for the people that are in the room, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Also, if you haven't seen any videos on the Charles Schwab debit card, be sure to check that video out. You can go to my channel and you can see the one that has 11 on there, and she's sitting here like this. You can go there. That card actually, so I have a high yield investor checking account with Charles Schwab as well, and that comes with the Schwab debit card. And basically that card is probably the best debit card that you want to have. You basically get all of your ATM fees waived, so that's worldwide. So it's in the United States and outside the United States, doesn't matter. And that is pretty solid. Basically once they charge you, they'll charge you for that ATM fee, and then they'll rebate you automatically. So like you'll see it, and then it's like, okay, and then here's your Schwab rebate, right? So I like that. Now, so if you don't know much about Charles Schwab, just go, check that video out. I think it's a great account to have, especially if you're trying to get this Schwab investor card. Also, if you're trying to get the Schwab Platinum card, you have to have an account with Charles Schwab. So that's just my 2 cents right there, if you guys didn't know about that. But yeah, again, if the sound quality sucks, let me know, guys, because this is a brand new setup I'm trying out, and I had some issues with my basically once I plugged in my my microphone, my computer started going crazy, and it started talking about my sound, and I was having some issues. So just let me know if you hear any buzzing sound. Let me know, guys. I appreciate it. So so again, I'm thinking about doing an Apparama, and I'm not exactly 100% sure if they still refer to it as an Apparama. If you don't know what that is, that's applying for multiple cards within literally like having multiple applications set up, and then within seconds of each other hitting apply for the application. That way it doesn't trigger those credit inquiries. And sometimes, well, previously it used to be where they would only allow, like they would see it as just one inquiry. And I'm not sure that if that's the case anymore, but either way, I'm prepared to take more than one inquiry if that's the case. But so I'm thinking about getting the Schwab investor card, just so my non-high bonus category spending goes towards my brokerage account. So I think that's good. That's extra money towards investing, and you think about it, it's a smart route to go, in my opinion. Just because, I mean, think about it. You're the ultimate goal here. Yes, it is to travel, but also the ultimate goal in life in general, I feel, is to have long-term financial, freedom. And I know that 1.5% is not going to really make much of a dent in terms of your financial future, but a little is better than nothing, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could eventually get up to $200 in that account, and then you can use that $200 to throw into some type of investment. Who knows? You don't necessarily need to have $10,000, $20,000 in your account and investing $10,000 or $20,000 into some type of stock in order to make a significant return. So I'm just giving you guys that little tidbit of information. But yeah, so anyways, I think I'm done with Chase. I was going to start getting ready to start applying for the World of Hyatt card, but I'm not 100% sure. I had my sister in town, and we're actually contemplating starting a business together on top of the one that I have already. So I need to be a little bit more, I guess, pickier with how I handle my credit card applications and how I handle my credit, because basically when we start shopping for some more commercial space, basically, they're going to look at my profile as well. So I need to make sure that I look like I'm a decent borrower, or, well, I'm a solid borrower. I can tell you that I never pay late, I never miss payments, and I don't hold balances. So I feel like I'm like the perfect candidate to give some type of small business loan, or a startup loan to over most people, I would imagine. So anyways, guys, if you're here, please just let me know by giving me a thumbs up. I see I have 5 people in here, have 5 likes. If you can go ahead and shoot me a like on this video, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, and so anyways, I'm done with Chase. I'm gonna go ahead and get into American Express. I may want to get that aviator card, the Barclay aviator card, just because I feel like it. But again, like I said, I'm trying to be a little smart when it comes to my applications, and also things don't always work out the way you want them to in terms of like just life. So I don't know where I'm gonna be, by the end of the year, right? So it may not be smart for me to try to just hold out. I also have some other destinations that I would like to hit up, and I would like to use my bonuses for those for those vacations that I would like to plan. So I mean, let's just see how it goes. So again, guys, if you're in the room, let me know you're here. David, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by. And if you guys would not mind sharing this out, giving it a thumbs up, so that way people can go ahead and be able to see this. So it tells YouTube to go ahead and share it out, and I'm going to try to share it out myself right now. I hope it works. We'll see, but no guarantees, guys. So Wing Joint, what's up, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by. How are you? I'm trying to get this out myself. Okay. Joe, how you doing? You're saying, what's the dormancy rule on CC? Can you elaborate a little bit more? I'm not familiar with the dormancy rule. Are you talking about inactivity, basically? So, again, guys, I think I'm pretty much, like I said, I'm done with Chase. I believe I may just have my player 2 get the World of Hyatt card, and just I'm pretty fed up with Chase already, as it is. I get tired of talking about him, to be honest. And uh, yeah, so okay, so I mean, in most okay, so Joe, you're talking about inactivity on credit cards. Now, I think most people, most card issuers are different. With my Capital One card, that was the first card I ever applied for, and they almost shut my account down after 6 months of inactivity. Right, so what I started doing was I started using it once a month on like packs of gum, and basically I would just put it on auto pay so that way, like, $1.65 or whatever it is, doesn't cause me to miss a payment, or anything, add interest, whatever. I mean, who knows what the hell an interest would be on $1.65, but it'd be like 3 cents, who knows. Anyways, but yeah, so they were threatening to shut down my account after 6 months of inactivity. But I've also heard that some issuers also, uh, where I'm trying to figure out, it was a Chase card. I can't remember, but that's not the case with the Chase cards that I have. Certain cards say inactivity for 12 months. There is one actually that I have that says as long as you use the card in 24 months, and it's like 2 years. Okay, so you mean only have to wait, like I don't have to use the card for 2 years before you decide that you're going to deactivate my account. So I think it really just depends. I think it's always good practice to be familiar with the terms and conditions that come with your credit card, because obviously most people, they get the card, they look, they're like, oh, what's all this paper? They throw it right in the trash. That's not always the case with me. I'm always the guy to read the terms and conditions, because it doesn't matter if you get it from the same exact issuer. I think that all credit cards come with different terms, right? Just like with, you get different interest rates. I think it can be that can be where you might get blindsided in terms of what the rules are with that specific card in general. So yeah, so let me know if that answered anything for you. I appreciate the question though. So Travel Explorer Click Tech, what's up, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by. Mike sounds good. Is there any buzzing? I'm hearing a buzz on my end, and I feel like it's from, I have the adapter right here. So I have my microphone connected to the adapter. The adapter is splitting the sound basically into my headphones and through my camera, so that way the sound, and there's not any lag in my voice and from what you guys are seeing. So let me know, because I hear buzzing. I'm not exactly sure if it is that way on the other side. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Tyree, what's up, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and drop them down in the chats. Sorry about that. Tammy, how are you? Thank you. It's great to see you in here as well. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thank you so much. Again, we're talking about American Express. We're talking about Chase and what my next moves are. And if you are just joining, I basically said that, I'm considering doing an Apparama, so that way I can go ahead and finish my applications with Chase and be done with the 524 rule. The cards that I'm considering doing in Apparama are the World of Hyatt card. That would put me at 524. And then also the Investor card by Charles Schwab, which is through American Express. And the reason why I want to get the Investor card, I mentioned it before, but in case, like I said, if you're just showing up, it is because the 1.5% cash back that you get from that card, all of that basically goes into your brokerage account, and that's in my opinion, that's free money that you could use you didn't have to do any extra spending. You didn't have to pull any money out of your account. This is basically rewards for you using the card, but now you can put that money towards investing, right? Now, I don't necessarily need the card, but I just think it's always good to just be able to use the card and not have to think about, like, okay, how much do I want to throw into my brokerage account? I'd rather have it be like, okay, well, I'm just using the card, and you're not really thinking about like putting money away, really. Like it's almost out of sight, out of mind, right? And you're always going to be earning money without actually having to put any of your own money into that account, right? Now, if you decide to put more money and invest in index funds, mutual funds, anything like that, then obviously that's always going to be a bonus. But again, you'll have more money to work with in the long run. And I know 1.5%, you would have to put a significant amount of spend on this card in order to get any kind of significant return. Like $10,000 at 1.5% is about $150. You obviously are thinking, oh, well, if I'm only getting $150, think about, I mean, that's $150 you didn't have to use yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't necessarily take a lot of money to invest. And most people think you have to have $10,000, $20,000 just to invest in anything, and that's not always the case. So yeah. Matthew Perry, what's up, man? Hey, I appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you for, complimenting my mic setup. I just got it, so I'm just testing out the sound, and, I'm trying to figure out how I want to, finagle this whole situation right here, because it's a little weird. I feel like I have to lean into, the microphone, and it actually sounds pretty well through my headset. And yeah, so I mean, I don't know. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you guys can go ahead and give this video a like, or give the stream a like, so that way YouTube can promote it out, I really appreciate it. I'm basically I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers, guys. So give this video a like. I need to get my 1,000 subscribers, okay? I've been busy lately. I haven't been able to put out videos, but I've been trying to, enhance my setup as best as I can, and I feel like the sound was probably one thing that I feel, could have improved a lot. So, yeah. D. Anderson, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by. Okay, so D. Anderson is saying, I have Chase accounts I opened in June 2019. I'm well over 524 until January 2021. Hopefully, they will see my CKG and savings account. Okay, so his checking and savings account relationship, and say, okay, offer him something. But till then, I'm happy with the 15 I got. Okay, so, whoa, hold on. You have 15 overall, like, total credit cards, D. Anderson, or you have like 15 Chase cards? Because that would be crazy. I'd be curious as to what your credit limits are with those Chase cards, because from my understanding, unless you make over, a couple mil, they're going to set you down to at maximum 100K that they're, okay with giving out throughout all of your accounts. So, yeah. David Amex King Moss, I appreciate you for the comment, man. I'm trying to make the set look a little bit better, and with that takes time. And, I'm putting a lot of my own money into this right now, just because obviously I don't have the 1,000 subscribers or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, I'm committing to trying to give you guys great content on a consistent basis, and I felt like this was necessary. So, yeah. Yeah, so okay, so Tammy's saying it sounds good. Thank you. D. Anderson, thumbs up. Thank you. Matthew saying, I know exactly what you mean about being close to the mic. Also, are you close to 4,000? Yes, actually. So I'm around on my watch time. Where am I? I'm trying to think. So I'm about like 80%, right? So what is it? Is it vidIQ and then TubeBuddy? They tell you like what you like, how much time you have, or how far you've reached until you hit the 4,000 watch hours. So I'm close. I'm at about 80%, and I have about a month left. So I think I need like 170 subscribers or something like that, and I need about whatever 20% of 4,000 is. Off the top of my head, I don't know. So so I need about a couple of I need a significant amount of watch time as well. So I need to start really pumping out some videos. But yeah. Okay, so no chase cards. Okay, cool. So D Anderson is saying he doesn't have any chase cards. U.S. Bank, NFCU, Capone, never. Oh, Cap One. I'm way off, dude. I'm thinking like Al Capone. I'm all Chi-Town all day, so I always think Capone. My bad. And then Amex. Okay, so I have one question, D Anderson. How did you get your relationship with Navy Federal? Okay, now I know Navy Federal Credit Union is notoriously known for giving out extremely high credit limits when they approve people for credit. And I know there obviously it's a credit union, whatever it is, and credit unions are typically they give you the best interest rates for the most part. And I think I've seen some credit limits to like 40,000, and I'm like, whoa. I've seen someone literally go from recovering their credit, applying through Navy Federal, and then also getting immediately like their first card after recovering their credit, they were getting a $40,000 credit limit. And I'm like, oh, like, okay, are you trying to put him back in debt? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just curious. So if you can let the people down in the chats know how you had your relationship. Are you a veteran, or do you have like a family member that's affiliated with Navy Federal? Because my understanding is that you have to have a family member that is in some type of military, or you yourself have to be in the military in order to get a relationship through Navy Federal. Okay, and then you're also saying Discover and City Double Cash. Okay, nice. That's a pretty solid little. I can't even speak today. And the worst thing is that this microphone is going to pick up all the mess ups even better. So if I sound like I'm speaking gibberish, then yeah, I mean more than likely I am. Yeah, but this live stuff is not easy either way. It's pretty tough. So yeah, guys, I see 13 people in here. Again, if you're in here, give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I appreciate you guys. Again, we're talking about American Express. I'm done with Chase. I'm over it. I'm tired of thinking about the 524 strategies and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to move on. My next moves, again, gonna get the investor card with Schwab. I'm definitely going to look into maybe a Delta card as well. And the only reason I'm thinking about the Delta cards is because with the change in the way Delta is going to start allowing people to earn higher points earnings through their cards. Basically, nice, D Anderson. He's okay. He got in. His CEO at the hospital he works with. Okay, nice. That's awesome, D Anderson. Yeah, so with Delta, I get these high targeted offers for like 75K with the gold card, and then I think it was something like 85 or 90 with the platinum card. And yeah, I know the annual fees are going up, but at the same time, I'm curious if they're going to still offer with the gold card. At least I think they were they offering the first year annual fee waived. And if that's the case, then I would apply for their cards, and then I would more than likely downgrade to the to the Delta Blue card. And apparently that card's getting an upgrade as well in terms of points earning. So I would most likely just go ahead and keep a bunch of Delta Blue cards in that case. I also want to get the Aspire card, but I'm not 100% sure. I know American Express only allows you to have 5 total credit cards, and you can have an unlimited amount of charge cards. And I'm not. I can't see myself having a crazy amount of charge cards just because I'm not even sure if I like my gold card anymore. I have a video that will be coming out eventually on my gold card, what I did to my gold card, and yeah, so you guys stay tuned for that for sure. It'll probably come out sometime next week. Well, not this week coming up, but the week after. So let's say, what's today? Today's the 5th, so let's say somewhere around like the 13th, right? Yeah, 14th. Let's say the 14th, somewhere around the 14th, because I think Monday's the 7th. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. So D. Anderson is saying cash rewards Visa signature 22,500. Wow. Okay, and that's through Navy Federal, if I'm guessing correct. That's crazy. Okay, nice. Let's see. I have Amex, Delta Gold, Sky Miles, and Hilton Honors. Yep. So I have the Hilton Honors program right now because of my Surpass card. But I haven't really. Let's see. Tyree, yeah, I actually did hear about the retention offers for the gold card. But the only thing with me is that I've had a lot of issues with the customer service with American Express, and specifically just in terms of my so when it comes to my Hilton card, I call customer service for whatever reason. I'm not sure if they have different departments or whatnot, and I would imagine so, but when I call customer service for my Surpass card, basically I get like top-notch customer service, right? And then whenever I call, customer service for my gold card. Now, the one crazy thing is the one issue I have with American Express right now is that, for one, I'm already an existing customer with them, right? And whenever I applied for my business Bonvoy card, they basically they ran my credit twice, right? And when I called them, they're like, that's weird. They couldn't figure out why. And it took me so long to try to get them to remove the inquiries from my credit report, because it was 2 of them. And I would have been okay with 1, but 2, I mean, that's just ridiculous for 1 card. And I can't apply for a card 2 times in a row, right, on the same exact day, and them not be, be suspicious about it or something, and then all of a sudden block me. Like, they could shut me down because that's suspicious behavior. So basically they're like, okay, well, we're just we're gonna do whatever we can. And I had to call them over and over and over and over again, just to try to get at least one of those inquiries removed from my credit report. And then with the gold card, the issue I have here, so when I signed up with the card, I did not use a referral link, right? I didn't get the 50,000 bonus points. I got 25,000 bonus points, right? So I have been trying to refer my gold card, and for even whenever it came back out and they were like, hey, the rose gold is coming back, you can now get the rose gold card through referrals or whatever. I tried to refer people, and I was getting an error message, and they were not allowing me to refer my gold card out, right? So that's one thing that was really pissing me off. And what ended up happening was I called them, and they just kept giving me a lot of BS about, oh, well, it's got to be a glitch in the system. Try refreshing it. We're going to see what we can do on our end. And they're going to be like, okay, does it say that you're allowed to, does it say whenever you log in, does it give you an option to refer the gold card? And I'm like, yeah, 100%. It's ridiculous. And so I'm like, yeah, like it's telling me I can refer the card, but then whenever I try to get the referral link, like it goes into an error message, and they're like, well, right now, the system is we have a system. It's a computer system, and it's the one that basically chooses who it wants to allow to refer the card. And unfortunately, your account was not one that was chosen by the system. And I'm like, okay. So for one, that really pissed me off, right? Because I mean, I want to be able to benefit from if I'm not able to get some of the credits, right? Like, and I'm okay with missing out on the airline credit for the rest of this year. I don't care, right? But I know I can use it next year. I know I can use the dining credits next year. And the thing is that I want to be able to get the most value out of this card in order to justify paying that $250 annual fee. And it's not like, that's really what's pissing me off the most, is like they're not allowing me to refer my gold card and get more points. Like, it's just ridiculous. So when I bring it up, um, that's, they're like, well, have you spent any money on this card? I'm like, look at my account, lady. I started with 25,000 points, and now I have about 115. I think last time I checked, it was about 116,000 points, MR points, that I have just from my gold card. So if you can imagine having the card for 1 year and having that many points, obviously I'm spending quite a bit, even though it is 4 time multipliers. I mean, divide that by, subtract 25,000 and then divide that. That's probably what I've been putting on there. I mean, I think that's a pretty significant amount of spend on a card, in order to be able to refer the card. Like, I'm not sitting here just sock drawing the card. Like, I'm using the damn card, so it's like I want to be able to get every single benefit that they market to everyone. You can also refer your card and get up to whatever. Like, I want to be able to get that referral bonus too, and so that's the only thing. Like, my annual fee is going to hit somewhere like around October 22nd or something like that, and I'm definitely going to call them, and that's going to be the number one issue that I bring up. Like, look, you guys aren't letting me, I put a significant amount of spend on this, and you guys aren't letting me refer the card. All I do is get, BS. And I'm just going to be very blunt with them. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to, and I'm not going to be rude either, obviously, because being rude can have its negative effects. So I'm just going to be very straight up. Like, hey, like, can you guys waive it this year? Or, I haven't really been able to get the full benefits of this card. Or can you guys, give me a retention offer to make up for what, I could have possibly earned, because I could have gotten more bonus points. I've had multiple people say, hey, you have that gold card, send me a referral link, because I would like to, I'd like to get the card. And I try to send it. They're like, it's not working. I'm like, okay, well, that's ridiculous, and then they say, oh, well, you have to send it through your computer. Tried to do the same thing, email it to some friends of mine that are very capable of managing a charge card, and the same thing happened. I sent it through an email. They're like, yeah, it's not working. Then I start getting error messages again, and I'm like, okay, I've had enough with it. So yeah. So Tyree, long-winded rant there, but yeah, so I'm definitely going to be hitting them up for a retention offer, and if they don't, hopefully they come out with whatever it is with the green card by then. If not, then I may just keep it for 1 more year, and then once the green card refresh comes out, then I'll see what the green card has to offer, and then I may apply for it, and then cancel the gold card in order to keep my MR points. So yeah, so basically that's kind of my situation right now. I want to be able to get all the benefits that these banks are offering, and right now I'm not getting all the benefits. So yeah. So I see Wing Joint saying, I've also had issues with customer service, the worst out of all my cards. Yeah, I would honestly put their customer service. Yeah, it's been subpar lately. I'll say that for sure. And then, yeah, I mean, the best, and I hate to bring Chase back up, but I've never had an issue with Chase customer service. I always get really good customer service with them, even on my business cards as well. I've had issues where, I've had my wallet stolen, and they shut all my cards down immediately, and they gave like I had new cards back in my possession within 3 days. Like it was done quick, and you know, it was nice. They treat me well with Chase, and I like them. Well, actually, I do. I love Chase, but like I said, I'm ready to move on from the 524 rule, and just get out there, get further out there into the credit card space, and learn a little bit more. Because I think as you start to progress in the credit cards, points and miles hobby, it forces you to have to learn more alliance partners, more transfer partners. How to use your points, more strategically. I think it really forces you to have to actually research and get out there. And I think that it's almost like a sick hobby, I guess, so to speak, because people do get excited after they get a good redemption or something like that. So that's the other thing. So yeah, but anyways, let's go ahead and move on from that. So Janelle, thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? I appreciate you for stopping by. Matthew Perry saying Amex Gold card problems. I feel your pain, man. Yeah. So one thing, guys, Matthew Perry does have a channel, and basically we all talk about credit cards, points and miles, but he had made a video where his gold card bonus actually got clawed back by American Express, and it was a pretty heated video that he had, and I don't blame him. I'd be pretty pissed too. I probably would have canceled the card, just in my opinion, but yeah. So let's see, Tyree. That's what's happened to me with Chase, with referring people as well. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I've actually never had issues with Chase referrals. I've had people say, "Hey, your card, your link is not working on your, in your description." So I'll update it. Sometimes, like the system will basically let you keep that link out there for a little while before it just decides that you need to refresh it or something like that. So I've never had that problem with Chase. Hip to the dip. What's up, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by, man. He's saying Amex customer service lied to me. How did they lie to you, man? Let me know. Let everybody know. I want to put them on blast right now. And hopefully I'm going to put them on blast right now anyways. So for one, every time they do a refresh on anything, doesn't matter, they charge the annual fee goes up, right? So with whatever's going on with his green card, I'm assuming it might be around $125, because what ended up happening was when they transferred that SPG to a Bonvoy, and I'm not quite familiar with the SPG, right? But when that card was $95 and people raved about the card, right? But once they made that transfer to Bonvoy, basically what happened is they increased the annual fee from $95 to $125. So they're very annual fee just intensive, in my opinion. Like it's too much, right? But obviously I do understand American Express likes to focus on the the upper echelon type of customer, but come on, just because I'm not sipping $2,000 wine or something like that doesn't mean or $20,000 wine, right? The people that have FU money, I'm not gonna cuss, right? Just because YouTube will be mean to me. So anyways, yeah. So, just because I'm not sipping that kind of wine doesn't mean I'm not a quality customer, right? I pay my stuff on time. I do everything that I'm supposed to. I don't do anything, in my eyes. I don't think it's illegal. So, yeah. So Tyree, I'm thinking about Amex Green, Delta Gold, Hilton Card. I don't know where to start. Huh. Okay. So what issues are causing you to actually not be able to, choose? I'm just curious. Do you have any travel goals coming up? If you do, then I would definitely go with the Hilton card first, just because that bonus, is pretty nice. If you do, I think, are they still around? I haven't checked since I've applied for the card. I was able to get a 150,000 point sign up offer. For my Surpass card, and at the same time, the Aspire card was also 150,000 points. So I felt like that was a steal to only have to pay a $95 annual fee, get automatic Hilton Gold status, also get 10 basically Priority Pass certificates. You know, to Priority Pass. I mean, that's pretty awesome every single year. And then on top of that, you get 3x spin on anything that's not in their bonus categories, which are Hilton, and then I believe it's dining. Could be other things, but again, like I said, I don't have the information in front of me, so off the top of my head, I do have videos on them, so go look at them. Uh, yeah, so yeah, I think that's a great card to have. And then with the Delta Gold, I believe they're obviously going to be bumping up that annual fee from $95 to $99, which isn't bad. So yeah, yeah. I mean, $4 isn't much, but when they start getting up from 95 to like 150 or something like that, I think that's just a little bit excessive, because with the Platinum card, they're going from $95 or 195 actually to 250. So that's right in line with the gold card, and I'm not sure if it's 100% worth it. Now, actually, I'll take that back. It may be worth it, and it only reason I say that is because it really just depends on how often you fly and if you are planning on flying Delta. Because if you have the Platinum card, the Delta Platinum card, it comes with basically it comes with a companion certificate, right? So you could use the bonus points that you get to fly. And for me, I don't mind flying domestic, right? And it's just because I have a family, so my points pay for everybody, right? So it's like I want to salvage as many points, and I don't care about um, really like I don't feel the urge or the need to have to travel to Europe every year. Like if I miss one, if I don't travel to Europe one year, like I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. But I would at least like to get out of my state at least once a year or twice a year. And the easiest way to do it is just to go to a different city that I've never been. There's plenty of cities out there that provide, I think, a lot of, I guess just culture in general, just because it's a different way of living in other states, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it's not going to be as much culture if you went to Mexico, or if you went to, South America, you went to Brazil, you went to Europe, if you go to the UK or anything like that. Now, but I think it's still good to just get away. Everyone needs to get away for a little bit, right? So if I believe you can go 25,000 points. I believe you can go 25,000 points to Nassau, Bahamas, round trip. So, I mean, you think about that. If you get a 75,000 point Delta sign up offer, then that's going to take you 3 times to the Bahamas. I mean, that's pretty solid. Obviously, don't go during hurricane season, but yeah. So, let's see. Okay. Hip to the dip. He's saying Amex denied me my Blue Cash Preferred bonus, told me I had a 10-day grace. In reality, there was no such thing. Wow. Wow. Now, so Hip, was that the new Blue Cash Preferred? The one that gives you 6x. I don't know. It's a solid cashback card, but I don't know the earnings on that card. So, yeah. Let's see. Eddie Suarez, what's up? Hey, what's up, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, man. I really appreciate you. Okay, so Tyree T is saying I'm spontaneous with travel, but I plan ahead, so I just have so many options and cards, I think. Okay, okay, that's well. Again, I think it really just depends. I don't think Amex has really any significant like rules or standards in terms of like their applications. I know that you can only have five credit cards and an unlimited amount of charge cards. So you could potentially get the green card and one of either the Hilton card or the Delta card, and you could probably apply for those on the same exact day and get approved for both of them, and not have to worry about getting bonuses clawed back in those situations. So, I would wait. I would wait until the green card comes out, and because I'm thinking about applying for it as well. Um, I don't want to downgrade. I don't want to downgrade my gold card to a green card, just because I don't want to miss out on whatever potential bonus they're going to offer. Because I always feel like anytime they refresh, they always offer some type of higher sign up bonus in order, to entice people to apply for that card, right? And obviously, you guys know it's going to be plastic. It's all green. It looks just like the gold. Let me see. I'll bring it out right here. So it looks just like the gold, right? And I'll bring it up. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it? Okay. So it looks just like this, except it's plastic and it's green. It's like a, I don't know what kind of green. It's light. It's not a, it's like a very ocean kind of seaweed green, right? Because they're making it out of reusable plastic or whatever from the ocean, which is cool. I mean, that's cool, but whatever. Wing Joint saying Amex screwed me out of my Hilton bonus. Really? Oh, that would suck. That would suck because those bonuses are high with Hilton. Yeah, I got the bonus in like on the first day I got the card because I had to do a significant amount of spending because I was in the process of moving. So, yeah, so I was able to get my bonus. And right now I have somewhere around like 250,000 Hilton points now because I've been using the card like on a consistent basis. I'm trying to get that 15K spend to get that free night. I think it's a pretty valuable thing to have, especially once you think about it. You're going to put 15K on a card over the course of a year. They're going to give you 3 points per dollar spent. That's going to come out to around 45,000 extra points. So I'll take that. Yeah. I mean, no, actually, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'll take it. It's all good. So right now, I have well over around 250 something, but I'm just using it just because. I mean, I think it's a good card, and I don't mind having a shitload of Hilton points, and with gold status, you can potentially get upgraded, to suites and things like that. But what I noticed whenever I went to my Hilton resort in Mexico back in August, I noticed that when I told them I was gold status, they like people at the resorts. You get, a gold wristband, you get a white wristband. It just really depends on what your status is with Hilton. And they tend to treat you a little different depending on the color of your wristband. And yeah, I noticed that we got treated completely different. It was a lot better in my opinion. People were just more like I would just, wave my hand, and if it was if it was the hand that had the bracelet on it, then basically people would like see it and they'd be like, boom, and they're like jetting to give us service, and it's crazy. So, yeah, so. Yeah, I think, having the Hilton card is a pretty valuable thing to have, especially if you're going to stay at Hilton's. Obviously, the end goal for me in terms of Hilton is to try to apply for the Hilton Surpass card, get a bonus for that, and then also get an upgrade to another Hilton Surpass card or Hilton Aspire card. Sorry, get the Aspire card, get the bonus for it, and then get an upgrade offer from my Surpass to the Aspire and try to double up that way. And then after that next year, downgrade one of them to the regular Hilton Honors card, you know? So, and then I'll just have my player 2 do the same thing. So yeah, and the great thing that I like about Hilton is that they allow you to pull your points together. So a lot of people don't allow you to do that, and I think that's freaking amazing. I mean, you think about it, if I have my player 2 do the exact same thing that I'm doing, and we're able to get another 15k spend on one of her cards, then obviously that's another free night. We double up those free nights, we combine our points, and then that, you know, think about that. And then, you know, maybe we book for the cheapest room that's possible with points, and then we try to see if we can get an upgrade. If not, then oh well, who cares? At least it was worth a shot, you know what I'm saying? But generally, when you're going to try to get a Hilton room, the points are, I mean, it's going to cost a significant amount of points for Hilton. So might as well salvage some points and try to play, you know, the status game where, hey, you know, you guys, can you hook me up? You know, I mean, it's always worth a shot. But if not, oh well, who cares? At least you got some free nights, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's awesome. Yeah, okay. So Tyree T saying that is the plan. So yeah, you know, I think it's I think it's a good plan. I would definitely wait for the green card and try to keep pushing. Try to keep pushing, guys. So yeah, so obviously you guys can see that I added to my set. I will have some new videos. So my set for my videos is behind the camera, right? So I basically just do a full 180, and that's how I shoot my videos anyways. But I'm trying to enhance my setup. So you know, obviously I've added some things back here. I've added this, right? So you know, I always think, you know, that's a good reminder, daily, just hustle and, you know, try to motivate others to do the same exact thing. You know, I'm trying to spread some positivity out there, just put it out into the universe, and then hopefully like it'll come back to me in another way. I'm a firm believer of that. And you know, if some of you guys might be struggling or something like that, you never know. Like we all, like, I'm trying to create a community that's going to lift each other up, and hopefully you guys, you know, are all about that. And so I like what I'm trying to build here, and I feel like I'm trying to build a community of people who actually care about your success, you know, because it's not always the case that you find that even with your close friends. You know, sometimes you might have some friends that might be jealous, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll pat you on the back, but then they'll also be willing to stab you in the back, you know, when your back is turned. So it's always hustle and motivate, guys. Don't ever think anything less. And you know, don't ever be jealous of somebody. Just say, man, you know, congratulations, I'll be there soon, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, people that have more credit cards and are able to go on better destinations, like, I don't envy them. I think it's awesome that they're at that point in their life where they were actually able to, you know, figure this points and miles, you know, game out, and actually be able to go on those YOLO trips, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't envy anyone. So, you know, I think it's important to understand that. And obviously there's not very many people in the credit card niche in terms of YouTube, but it looks like it's starting to pick up a little bit. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's always, you know, always refer back to that. If you know, I'm trying to add, you know, some positive stuff to the channel, and I hope you guys appreciate it. You know, I'm really trying to make this channel one of the best out there. And yeah, so obviously I invested in this mic setup. So yeah, D Anderson, LOL, on my YouTube vid last Sunday, I put, not everyone is meant to stand with you. Sometimes you have to stand alone. That's very true, man. That's very true. And the times people won't always stand with you. The only time you're going to find someone that doesn't stand with you is in the times when you're down, cuz nobody wants to go through the struggle with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion. Nobody wants to go or help you through the struggle, you know what I'm saying? But when you're on the up, when you're on the upside, when you're standing on top of the mountain, everyone wants to be with you, right? But that's where you find who you can associate yourself with and who you disassociate yourself with, right? So that's where you really find the true friends, right? Your true friendships will come in your time of challenge, and that's just my opinion. I like I read. Well, I don't read a lot. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, oh, like I read all the time. But sometimes, if I find myself with some extra time on my hands, I'll get a book and I try to read on how to make my future better. Self improvement books. There's a ton. One book that I really love. It's called Miracle Morning Millionaires, right? And I will actually link it. I'll link it somewhere right here. Let me see if I can find the link. Actually, I might have to do it over here. So let me see if I can find the link. It's a great book in my opinion, and it definitely, I think that it definitely, it gives you a good way to. It gives you a good way to start thinking about how you want to start your day off every day. Start being more positive with yourself, and how you I think most people, when they're down, they tend to speak more negative, and this really does help with like just shaking that off, and over time it teaches you how to just consistently just be positive. It doesn't even matter. And then all of a sudden that energy just keeps flowing through you and flowing through you. Then all of a sudden, think about it, everything starts going in your favor. And the crazy thing is that I remember one time I was really down, and I was like in my 20s. If you guys don't really think I'm not in my 20s, I'm not. Just letting you guys know. I get that I look 21, 22. I'm definitely not that. So, I remember being down one time in my 20s, and it's what's the saying? When it rains, it pours. It's 100% true, guys. So, I think it's a positive. You definitely have to have a positive outlook on things in order to be able to get yourself out of whatever situation you might be in. Yeah, so some of you guys might have bad credit, but guess what? It's temporary. As long as you continue to chip away at it and continue to work at it, then you're not always going to have bad credit. I had someone literally steal my identity, and I thought my life was over. I was like, oh my God, how am I ever going to be able to afford anything now? Like, the reason why I say credit is your life after every single video, because it is. Unless you're a freaking billionaire and you can just use cash for every single thing, credit is your life, guys. Like, it really is. How you use it, it doesn't even matter. You as a person have credit, right? Like, if you sit here and you talk crap behind my back or anything, like, my credibility, your credibility with me is going to be crap too. You get what I'm saying? Like, credit, street credit, doesn't matter. Credit is your life. You're always going to need it. You need it to get a car. You need it to get a house or even an apartment. You know what I'm saying? You need it to get things. Like, think about it. If you go into into any appliance store or anything, and you cannot afford whatever it is that you're looking at right off the top, and you cannot afford to walk out of it that specific day or walk out with it fully paid, then obviously you're going to have to finance it. And financing requires your credit to get pulled. If you have bad credit, guess what? More than likely, you're going to get shafted with a high interest rate. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be stuck paying some high interest rate on some appliances that you need to survive, right? To live on your everyday living. Credit can literally affect your everyday living. Can you imagine that? So I'm a firm believer of that, guys. So always look for the future, plan ahead. I feel like not many people preach that enough, and not many people really care about their future, right? They always think about the now, but at the same time, it's still possible to have a good time now, live in the now, but at the same time still be planning for the future, so that way when the future comes, like, you're not fully blindsided by it and you're like, oh crap, now what do I do? Well, guess what? It's too late. It's too late. So always make sure that you guys are paying attention to your credit. It's so important. It's so important to just be positive and just put that good energy out there. Good things are going to come, guys. Good things are going to come. The year is almost over, and I cannot believe how fast it has gone by. It's so crazy. I know I'm on this rant now, like, but I just feel like I got to speak to you guys, and I cannot believe the year is almost over. Like, just last year I was bringing my daughter into the world, and she's about to turn 1, and it's crazy. So it's like, whoa, like, where did the time go? You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, like, the time is now. If you're going to be successful, if you're going to work on future endeavors or anything, if you have a plan, put a plan together and play today. It's not always about the now. It's about the long term, guys. Like, short term, a lot of people always want that short term, like, instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? But it's not, you cannot do that. It's not a logical thing, right? Always, like, people will advertise, on social media how they're coming up. Don't worry about what other people are doing, because more than likely it's not real. Social media is false living. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want you to think like, hey, I'm living this kind of lifestyle. In reality, they're living at home with their mom and dad, with their parents paying their bills, paying no rent, whatever it is. And they're using all of their money that they work for just to impress whoever, make whoever think that they're living a specific lifestyle. It's not the case, guys. Like, always know that it's crazy, right? So D Anderson, amen. I'm 46. 5 years ago, my FICO was 465. Oh, yeah, that's about right for me too, man. I had someone steal my identity. I thought the world was over. My FICO got down to around 420. It was 420. Yeah, it was horrible. Definitely horrible. He said, was 465 during a divorce. Now I rebuilt everything. I'm 748 FICO now. Awesome, D Anderson. Congratulations, man. I'm so glad you were able to pull yourself out of that. He said, family and friends turned, but I made out so much better. Promotion at work. I travel. I just enjoy life. Peace of mind is priceless. Yep. There's definitely, you cannot put a price on peace of mind. I definitely agree 100%. And I always feel like you attract the type of energy that you put out. You know what I'm saying? So iron sharpens iron, right? What is it? The same, what is it? The same of a feather flock together. I don't know what that saying is, but come on, guys. You just have to be realistic with the people that you hang out with. Are they bringing you up? Or are they bringing you down? And that's just the crazy thing. So Tyree saying, that's what made me open my Roth IRA being 22 years old. Man, Tyree, that is the smartest thing you can do, man, because you can't always depend on a 401k. You can't always depend on, certain benefits. You have to prepare for yourself. And I always think being proactive and making sure that you are, you don't want anyone to have control over your financial freedom or your financial future, anything like that. Like, I think it's, essential to be able to put it, to make sure that your future is solely in your hands. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're making contributions to that Roth IRA, then you're going to come out ahead of time, right? Like, by the time you're 40, 50, 60, ready to retire, you're able to pull that money out. Think about it. You're going to be better off than most people, at the age, that you'll be able to pull that money out. And, I think that's essential in my opinion. So, yeah, guys, let's see. Sammy, Ademi, hello, Chicago. Yeah. What's up, baby? I appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you, man. Thank you. So, guys, if you have any questions or if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them down in the chats. And if you if you happen to like this video, be sure to just give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to actually comment in the comments section. I really appreciate it, guys. If you were able to make it in today to the live stream, thank you guys so much for sticking around. For those of you that have, again, guys, I want to stress that my goal for the channel is to really just try to bring out positivity out of people and help them spread it everywhere, and just be, I feel like credit cards, like, it's a fun hobby. It definitely has its downsides, but I just want to build a community of people that care about each other, that want to see each other win, because there's not much of that going on in the world these days. Everyone would, like, if I walked outside right now, somebody that I didn't know would step on me in a second for $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to, like, if I made $1 million, like, I would hope that you guys were happy for me. You know what I'm saying? And say, man, congratulations, I'll be there soon. You know what I mean? Like, I want that kind of energy. I don't want any envious hate kind of energy on my channel. So I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. And with that being said, if there are no more comments or anything, D. Anderson, he said, respect, brethren. Hey, man, I really appreciate you. I can not tell you enough. D has actually been around for a while on my channel, so I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And all my new subscribers, if you've subscribed, I can't thank you guys enough. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, guys, just remember, credit's your life, and have a good weekend. Bear down, just saying. Let's go. Right, we're 3-1 now. So all right, guys, I will see you guys next week, and I will have some more videos coming out soon, so just please be patient and stay tuned. I've just been a little busy, and they're gonna be coming out, I promise. So appreciate you guys. Peace. Well, actually not peace yet, because I have to end the stream. Bye.